Stacy Jones here. I'm at IDA where I just saw Mark Allen's Go Slow. Mark, how was the show today?
It was good. It was fun. It's my last one, so it's kind of sad that I'm not doing any more in LA anymore. But I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm glad I got to catch it. So tell us a little bit about what your show's about.
It is about slowing down the ridiculously increasing pace of life, which is something that I did over a month. Back in March this year, I did everything slowly. So I got rid of my mobile phone, I didn't use email, I didn't use the internet, and I went a bit mental. And annoyed my friends and family. So it's kind of a story about what happened, but with some jokes.
Well, are you enjoying the Hollywood Fringe so far?
I am, yeah. That's us done that. So we've got like a day to play tomorrow, but it's been really fun. I've really liked doing it to American audiences. You're a lot easy, you're more at ease with laughter than a lot of British audiences sometimes. If you do it in London, it's sort of, they're not very trusting. Sometimes, in Britain, they'll do one laugh and then they'll kind of start cold again and won't trust you until the next joke. And then they'll laugh again and they'll go cold again. Whereas, you guys go, okay, this guy's funny, we'll give him a bit of a chance. We'll just assume what he's going to say is funny. And it's much more enjoyable for everyone when that happens. So it's been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Great. So what's next for you?
Next is the Edinburgh Festival. With the same show. So I've got a month before that, so I'm actually moving to the seaside between now and then as well. Which is I just thought I'd cram that in at the time. It was really important to be busy. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to Edinburgh to do this show there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that as well. It'll be cool. Great.
Well, thanks, Mark. It was great to have you at the Fringe.
Thanks for having me. Much appreciated.
No problem.
This is James at the Hollywood Fringe Festival, and I'm here with Brandon Baruch and Deicide.
Hi.
Hey Brandon, how you doing? So did you want to talk a little bit about your experience with the Fringe Festival so far?
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting the Fringe guys back in 2008 when they did Art Bash with New Theater. So I've known about this for a while, and I wanted to do a show all the way back then. So I just knew, I've been out of school a few years, and I've been doing a lot of lighting design, but I've always wanted to really create my own piece. And I felt like this was what was going to be my impetus. This was going to get me off my ass and finally actually go out and make a piece of theater. Because I kept saying I'm going to, and I never did. So I didn't really know Mike that well. We were sort of acquaintances, and he invited me to his birthday party for drinks, and I ended up going, and we were chatting, and I said, hey, look, I want to do this show for a Fringe Festival. I don't really know you, but you're fun. Do you want to write a show? That never happened. It was but, we thought we'd try it, and we started meeting, and we scheduled to have a meeting to just talk about what kind of story we want to tell, what kind of play we want to do, and the night before, my boyfriend dumped me because I'm an atheist, is what he said. And so our little writer session ended up being more of a... Can you even hear me? It's mad.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Anyway, it ended up being more of a bitch session, and I was like, oh, atheism, God, I was an anti-God play. So we started thinking about how we could skewer religion, and we started with the sermon. It all started out with this really 30-minute long sermon that I wrote for the character of Pope, and we just kept rewriting and meeting, and suddenly this.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Weiss. I'm the co-founder of the Los Angeles Women's Theater Project with my spouse, DJ Cox.
And how has this been with the Fringe Festival so far?
We want to get more people in and let them know about our shows. We have 3 shows going on. We have That's What She Said, which is on Friday nights, and that's geared more towards a lesbian audience, and they're hysterically funny. Then we have Crazy Is What Crazy Does, and that's the show that you saw tonight, and also the Oblivion series. And that's on Saturdays and Sundays. And we just want to get more people in, and we want to have a great time here at the theater.
And what are you trying to succeed with the women's theatrical
The Los Angeles Women's Theater Project. Our whole thing is this. 80% of all working professionals are men in live performance theater, and only 20% are women. And so our organization is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we provide opportunities for women in the performing arts. We give opportunities for actresses, playwrights, lighting designers, directors, actresses, like I mentioned, just giving opportunities for women to have a voice.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Stacy Jones here. I'm at Fringe Central. I just finished watching Valentino at the Complex, and I'm here with David Weishart, who wrote and produced the show, and Rachel Stoll, who helped to produce the show as well. So how was the show tonight, you guys?
It was pretty good.
It was great. Yeah, we had a packed house and very responsive, and people seemed to love it.
I didn't fuck up any like light cues, so
Yeah, she was running lights, so
that's how I can like gauge like how good the show is like how many fuck ups I have.
it was great.
So tell me a little bit about Valentino. What's it all about?
It's set in the Italian Renaissance. It's about Duke Valentino, who is taking over Italy, and he's the son of a pope. And his military captains turn against him, and he puts them down. And there is a plot against his life, and he must protect his family. But first, he must confront the sins of his past. So it's got seduction and betrayal and treachery and sword fights. Sword fights. We're in the flight theater, but there are sword fights in the flight theater. Yes.
And so this is all entirely in verse, right?
It's all entirely in verse from beginning to end. It's in a tavarima, very old verse style, but it rhymes and in iambic pentameter. It's actually quite an interesting and unique way to do a play.
Was that challenging for you to write that?
Yeah, it took about 3 years. I did a lot of research, and it just took a long time, and it was a lot of fun, but it was a big challenge.
Great. So are you guys enjoying the Hollywood Fringe Festival?
Absolutely.
Great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we're getting to see some other shows. You just saw a show.
I saw like 5 things today.
I saw a couple of really good things.
Do you guys have any tips for other Fringe shows on how to
hire
market?
Rachel to do your promotion. That's what I propose.
What have been some of the things that you've done that have been successful?
Twitter. Twitter's been the best thing that I think I've done personally. Being able to make connections and retweeting and meeting people and bringing those connections from online into person has probably generated us the most pleasant ticket sales. Strip sellout. Although I did not strip this run. Great idea, got a lot of buzz.
We've integrated the Twitter with a lot of other things. We also have a Facebook page and a website and all the more traditional things, and I think we link that in with the Twitter.
So what is your website?
ValentinoPlay.com.
And do you guys have a theater company or anything? What's next for you guys?
Well, I think that I'm producing an opera. David wrote the libretto for it for sure. I have some stuff potentially happening in the fall, but nothing for sure yet.
Yeah, so I have the opera project, and we're hoping to bring something back to Fringe next year, possibly with music. We were trying to decide what we're going to do.
Great, that sounds good. So there's one more show of Valentino, is that right?
That's right. Sunday, 8 o'clock at the Complex.
Great. So, well, thank you guys so much for being part of the Fringe. It's been a pleasure having both of you guys, and good luck with everything in the future. We hope to see you again next year.
You will. Thank you so much.
Thanks.